Hello everyone, my name is Roberto Chico, and today I'll be analyzing one of my most recent paintings titled Highlighted Sight. Highlighted Sight is a 60 by 90 centimeter mixed media painting. It's vertically oriented, with the main focus being on the central figure depicted. The work features a striking curving line that travels from the top of the picture space to the bottom. The colors used in the work can be put into two groups: the achromatic group, consisting of tonal grays and black, that make up most of the work, and the fluorescent green that makes up the curved traveling line. The central figure in the work appears distorted. It's depicted in a really unnatural, twisted pose. In the background, there are numerous designs created from ink, fabric paint, and wooden canvas keys. Most of these designs are created from vertical or horizontal lines. The green portion of the work appears to highlight something different from what is depicted in the rest of the work. The contrast created between the fluorescent green and gray area is easily the most striking element in the work. It is evident through the use of color and also in the title that inspiration was taken from fluorescent highlighters, a type of marker used to highlight important points when studying. This piece depicts a distorted, inhuman entity in a dull, dark environment, with only key points being highlighted. The work is a piece that comments on society's tendency to only highlight what is acceptable in their eye. Things that are normal are celebrated, while anything that is deemed to be different and sways from the norm is left in the dark and hidden from sight. This message is echoed by the amount of intricate detail that is not easily seen on first glance. Countless lines, dots, and textures take the back burner, and instead, the fluorescent green arabesque line takes center stage. Contrast is also explored through the use of line in this piece. The juxtaposition of harsh, straight, vertical, and horizontal lines with more spontaneous, curving lines creates visual interest and variety. The use of line helps to echo the difference between what is highlighted and what isn't. The very distorted representation of the figure captures society's view of those that are different. Differences and movements away from the norm are viewed as taboo. They are demonized. Some may even describe the figure in the shadows as grotesque or ugly. While creating this work, we were asked to study the work of renowned Caribbean artist Wilfredo Lam. His color schemes and compositions were what we needed to focus on, but we would also come across his influences and where he grew up and information like that. Lam is celebrated for his blending of the European Cubist approach with African and Caribbean themes and influences. Now, of course, Cubism already takes a lot of inspiration from the art of Africa, but Lam was able to approach it in a newer way, as someone who is directly linked to immigrant and enslaved ancestry. While, in my opinion, the work Highlighted Sight does not take direct inspiration from Lam's use of color, it does follow in the path of his exploration of themes. The tendency and desire to speak, act, and behave in a way that is deemed appropriate by a post-colonial society is something that affects many non-Eurocentric people. We oftentimes want to assimilate to that life, and we tend to ignore and hide our ancestry and the things that make us unique. People have a tendency to want to conform, and as a result, it's a challenge to look at the things that make you different and then celebrate them. Similar themes are explored in Lam's The Jungle, which depicts practitioners of the Santeria religion, halfway hidden amongst the foliage, possibly at night. Santeria is a religion that came about through the combination of traditional West African religions with Catholicism. Enslaved Africans were not allowed to practice their religions, and so they had to find ways to disguise it, resulting in this new blended religion. While we do not face the same pressure to conform as they did, pressure still exists. It is important that we do away with the negative view of our unique and colorful cultures. It is important that we realize the importance of embracing ourselves, our whole and true selves, not just what is selectively highlighted by society. Thank you.